Have you seen when you are reaching out to your potential clients, whether it is via social media or email or some other way, and you are still not getting any response from them, then there could be some reasons why you are not getting the response. And here are some of those things which you need to keep in mind before reaching out to your potential clients. Typically, as a cold outreach. Number one, I have seen this like n number of times. So the points that I'm going to share today, you will see as a most common thing, yet people keep on repeating this again and again. So number one is addressing them incorrectly. Like, have you seen people just copy pasting sir, dear sir, respected XYZ, whatever it is. And typically what happens is, in case of women, they just copy paste the sir and give it. Okay, now let's say if you are writing in a manner, and this is typically for a written communication, right? Because when you are speaking with someone, you know who is the other person on the call, and then after you say hello or something, then you know the voice and then you can, address accordingly. But let's say typically if it is you are writing the Mr., Mrs., Miss, whatever it is with the name, the prefix, typically by default you just put Mr. Okay, and if it's a woman name, by default people actually write MRS, which is Mrs. So when you are writing to refer to gents, okay, the men out there, you can of course write it Mr. It's a standard one. But let's say you don't know who this woman is or what the designation or what is this. Just simply say the name or simply write MS, which a lot of people do not know. MS is neutral. It does not mean Miss or Mrs. Okay, so to be on the safe side, you can just write MS. Do not assume that everybody is MRS. That's a very bad way of addressing when you don't know. The next aspect is, in this, if you forget about the prefix, forget about everything, if you know the name whom you are addressing because you are writing it, right, whether via social media or via email, just simply address them by the first name. That is a very good simplified way of addressing. So that is number one, address them properly. Number two, write something that's not generic. I mean, I came across your profile, I went through your work, it's amazing, blah, 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 etc. Done. Nobody is interested in hearing the generic stuffs again and again. So bring out something specific, something which you can really convey that you have gone through, some details about this person. You have taken your time and effort, okay, to do the homework, and then you are reaching out to this person. So then it will be very much specific to what you are actually writing to this person. So bring out something which is specific to the person whom you are writing to or whom you are trying to communicate to. Don't be generic. The next aspect is make it very crisp and precise, because nobody has time to read, your long stories and history and geography. Nobody has time to do that. So stop beating around the bush. Make it very crisp and precise and put it in a manner that grabs the attention. So remember these points. No generic thing. Be very specific and be to the point so that you don't waste the other person's time as well. So when you grab people's attention, maybe with the subject line or the first line that you write, that actually makes the person open and read what you have written. This is all I'm saying in terms of written communication, written way of reaching out, okay? So then it becomes easy for them to understand that, this person is actually reaching out to me for this specific purpose, which is beneficial for me, right? Otherwise, why would somebody be interested? The next aspect is be genuine. You do not have to show off. You do not have to be over smart, okay? Yes, it gets reflected even in terms of writing when you are trying to be too fussy, too over smart and things like that. No need. Just keep it very simple, keep it very straightforward, genuine, authentic, and see how you can present it in a very simple format, because this is what I have seen people struggling with. They overcomplicate simple things. Whereas simple things are very easy to write, right? But you overcomplicate things. No need to do that. The next aspect is don't be pushy. Have patience. Like, if you have reached out to someone, give them some time, give them some space. Do not have to, send message every single day, every hour, just to get a follow-up. It is a very big turn off and people don't like responding in that manner. Maybe you will also get blocked after some time, okay? And of course, have patience, because honestly, number one, until and unless you grab the attention of the person is not going to open the email or the message and going to read it. Number two, if it is not something very specific to the person, why would it interest him or her, right? So have patience as to when you are writing something genuine, something good, and the person actually goes through it, the person will reach out if the person likes it, what you have offered or what you have written. So have patience, and most importantly, be respectful to whomever you are writing. You are not having any casual conversation with a friend, right? So be respectful and write it in a manner that it shows that you are okay, respectfully writing this offer to help this person. So whenever you are trying to reach out to people, typically as a cold outreach whom you don't know very well, these are very common and very crucial non-negotiable things that you need to do. That is one. Now, for verbal communication, typically when you are reaching out over phone, all these things apply, and there in fact you have to be much more crisp and precise and genuine, because if it just feels like, okay, just another sales call, just another pushy call, and this is useless, they are just going to disconnect the call. So you need to be really good at it. In fact, there the time span is much shorter, right? But when you are writing it down, you are just sending out the message or email and you have to wait for that. So these are the differences over there. But yes, in verbal calling, there are some other aspects as well where the tonality comes into picture, the pace of speaking comes into picture, the mirroring over the phone call comes into picture. Maybe I'll cover that in a different video. But here, as of now in this video, typically focusing on the writing techniques, you can definitely focus on these points. And why I'm saying this, because I keep getting messages and emails from people which I don't even feel like opening it, because it's just copy paste and nothing else. So it just feels like people don't even take the effort to send somebody some sort of write-up which you are not even reading what you are sending to other person, right? So next time when you do it, don't make these mistakes. And if you have any questions, do let me know. And if you have still not read my book, which is 7 Steps from Shame to Being Back in the Game, which is there on Amazon, read it today, or do a favor, gift it to somebody who really needs it, who is going through a phase of guilt, who has made certain decisions which they are regretting or not able to come out of it. And this is a practical book, so go ahead, give this book to them and help them. So see you soon in the next video. Namaskaram.